of it.
Sure. What's the confusion about?
Well,
Because
so I did switch it to the NPC because it seemed like that was the easiest way to keep all of its abilities.
yeah.
And so what I did is I changed my armor class to +2, so 15. I rolled for my hit dice, and I did the 1d8 +1 for the Constitution, and so that's 19. Okay. Then I also went in and did my ability score improvement for getting to be level 4, and I gave it +1 to dexterity and +1 to Constitution to bring it up.
Okay. Okay.
So I divided it by 2, so that part's done. But the part that I'm confused about is all the skills, saving throws. So do I literally just go in and go like strength is 14, or no, I'm sorry, under all my saves, just give it +2 to everything? That doesn't seem right.
Yeah. Basically,
Or
it's
does it
not
match strength?
+2. It's basically what I would do is if you're looking at the character sheet now, you see I re-enabled non-NPC mode, right?
Yeah.
And I would take a screenshot of those saving throws and skills. So you see,
Oh, okay.
strength is 1 because that's your abilities, right? And the same goes for the skills. So you have acrobatics, it's dexterity, so it's 3. Animal handling is, I don't know what it is. It's probably intelligence. No,
Wisdom.
wisdom. So that's 1. Arcana is intelligence -3. So they're all dependent on those 6 abilities, right? So you would just take a screenshot of that and then go back into NPC mode and then just fill them out as they are supposed to be, right?
Okay.
Because NPCs, they don't get the same advantage of having, perception based on their wisdom or whatever. It just kind of,
They should.
they should, but maybe it's a Roll20 issue more than anything. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
was looking online and it said that like Roll20 just doesn't have good support for this sort of thing.
yeah. So yeah, because usually,
Okay.
like an NPC, they would have a skill for, like the wolf. He's good at perception and stealth. So if I was to
Right.
roll for perception or stealth, I would
+3
just,
perception,
yeah, I would
+4
just
stealth.
roll the +3 or +4, depending on the skill. Any other skill, I would just use their default and click on strength, dexterity, or whatever, right?
Oh,
So
okay.
that's how I would do it. It's just not to clutter basically the interface, kind of.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. So then my next question is, when I went down to its actions, it said you need to add it to the attack bonus and the damage roll. So if you go, what I did is it was 2d4 +2, so all I did was add +2. Is that right?
Wait.
It says damage rolls and attack bonus. So I'm
Yeah.
like, what do you
So
mean
it's
damage rolls?
okay. So it's bite to hit is +4, which is supposed to be. Is that what it's supposed
That's
to
the
be?
default.
That's the default. Okay. And you're supposed to increase.
It says attack bonus and damage rolls. So then I didn't know what
Your
that meant.
proficiency.
So I did the +2, right? Oops, sorry.
Yeah. And it's to hit, it's +4. So I'm guessing you add +2 to it. That makes it +6 to hit.
Well, I already added +2. So it was 2d4 +2, and I made it
Oh, okay.
2d4 +4.
Yeah, yeah. No, no,
That's right?
that's on hit. That's for the damage. What they say is to hit. So it would be.
It's both, isn't it?
It's both.
Okay,
It
so
might be. I'm
that's where
actually
you
trying to.
put your damage roll is 2 hit.
Yeah, and damage rolls. So
Okay.
yes,
So
+4.
that's 6. It'd be +2, right? To make it 6.
Yes, that's
And
your
then
proficiency.
on hit is the 2d4 +4. That's the attack bonus.
The damage bonus, the 2d4 +4. Yes.
Okay.
That should
Yeah.
be the mod plus
So does
your
this look right
proficiency.
then?
I think
Hey,
so.
why are there so many dice that roll? when
Yeah,
I
I'm
just did
wondering
that?
the same thing. Because it's I had set all the NPCs to roll for damage at the same time, so I don't have to do it all the
Oh,
time.
okay.
So it's actually rolling the 2 dice for the attack, basically with or without advantage, plus for the damage. It should be 2d4.
But what shows up in chat is right. Right?
Yes.
A d20 plus 6 plus 0?
Plus 6, yes.
Okay, so he rolls a d20 for damage?
That's
that
No,
normal?
for the attack, whether it hits or
Or
not.
for the attack.
Yes.
Right, okay. And then the damage was 2d4 plus 4. Okay, that
Yeah.
all looks right, right?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
Also,
see-
if your companion gets ability score increases, like if your Constitution mod,
Yeah, and I did that part already.
well, you didn't retroactively go back and change the HP because that does happen.
Yeah.
Change the HP.
And yeah, for the HP you started with 11 and then you
Yeah.
added one roll.
Yeah.
What I was suggesting is you should roll 2d8 plus 2 because that's actually the hit points. It's 2d8 plus 2. It's just 11 is for me, the DM. Instead of having to roll this for like the 12 wolves that just attacks,
Yeah.
I just use 11 for all of them, which is the average.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
right.
it said to just use the 11, which is the starting, and then to roll your
Yeah.
level up, basically.
Yeah, if you
Which
want,
is what I
if
did.
you want, you can just use the 11 as the average.
Okay.
But I use it for the enemies. But for you, you would probably prefer to just roll it. But if you want to use the 11, you can do that. No problem.
Okay.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. We're missing Ozzy and Iron. Okay.
But my Constitution modifier doesn't seem to be quite right again now.
Constitution
It's
is plus
it's saying
1.
12 again. Is that right?
It seems to say 12. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, because it was 11. Is that right? I gotta look.
It was
I gotta-
12. You increased intelligence. Intelligence is supposed to be
Oh,
3,
that's right.
and you
That's right.
increased it to 4.
Okay, I did dexterity and intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I need to also add 2 skills, but I was trying to find the player's handbook where a list of skills was, and I couldn't find one.
The
Like
list of
what these skills meant.
that's the acrobatics, animal handling, arcana, athletics,
Yeah.
deception, history, all of those. That's your list of skills.
Okay.
So
I just
you
did
could
it.
increase.
I wanted to kind of know what like these specifically did to make sure like obvious I'm not going to pick medicine or religion for a wolf.
Yeah.
You know.
I would
didn't
say
really know
stealth
what is
and perception
performance.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stealth and perception makes sense, but I get 2 other spells, right?
That would have to decide, but I don't think I don't think it starts with any proficiency in anything. That's why you need to select 2. That's how I would see it.
Oh.
So basically, instead of having perception plus 3 and stealth plus 4, it would just be perception is I think wisdom, so it would be plus 1 plus the proficiency plus 3, and stealth would be dexterity, so that would be plus. Yeah, basically, basically it has stealth and perception. It has proficiency in it, which is why it's plus 3 and plus 4. But it says
it should be 5. Dex with 16 for stealth.
It should be 5 because she did the ability improvements, and that's why it's increased. Yeah. But it says.
I remember it said about the. Where did it say that part? I keep losing this. Oh yeah, your companion can increase 1 ability score of your choice by 2, or it can increase 2 ability scores of your choice by 1. Oh, never mind. That's not the part I was looking for.
Yeah. So it says your companion uses your proficiency bonus rather than its own. Blah blah blah. It gains proficiency in 2 skills of your choice. So the question is, does it?
I can't find where it said to choose your skills.
Yeah. Your animal companion. It's the second paragraph. Your animal companion gains proficiency in 2 skills of your choice. It also becomes proficient with all save throws.
I saw something that said you can pick 2 skills for your beast. Now I don't know where I found that.
Yeah, that's the one that I just read, the
You
second
just
paragraph.
said it, yeah.
Oh, proficiency in 2 skills. Oh,
Yeah.
but it doesn't say in addition to its original skills.
It
No.
doesn't,
Okay.
no.
Hmm.
And that's the question. Does it gain 2
Does it
on
gain
top of the
something?
2 that it's already supposed to have, or
Right.
does it not, like, because it says your in-mill companion has abilities and game statistics determined in part by your level. Your companion using your proficiency bonus instead of its own. But
'Cause
it's
then we
just
got
about
to
the
choose
proficiency
additional
bonus. It doesn't,
skills.
yeah.
Yeah.
It says
That
additional.
That seems very much like it's worded to be intentionally vague for the DM to make it true.
Yeah, maybe because it is like the the Arcana version, so they're like, we're just gonna see how you guys play with this. But we also
Yeah.
don't want to make the wolves like really OP. So,
Mm-hmm.
but the whole point is that the old wolf type, the old Beastmaster was too weak. So,
Yeah. Okay. We can decide after that and for
I'll
next week
be
we'll
because
leave
right
it
back
where
we're
it
in
is right
supposed to have
5
now.
started
minutes.
like 7 minutes ago.
I'm
So
sorry to delay. I need to go grab food real quick. I'll be less than 5 minutes.
okay.
So,
All right.
keep talking if you want.
Okay.
My
And
stealth should go
Ozzy
up to
should be
5,
here
right?
soon as well. What?
My stealth should be up to 5 now for
For the wolf, yes.
for the wolf. Okay, because it's based on dexterity.
Yes. Dexterity is +3, and with proficiency that makes it +5.
And then what is perception based off of?
Wisdom, which is +1
Wisdom.
plus your proficiency +2. And remember, at 5th level,
So it
you
should be
all
4.
become proficiency bonus becomes 3. That means you'll need to edit Luda's character sheet and increase everywhere its proficient.
Okay.
All right, let's get started. I need to do the copy of the game and then we can start. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's game of Curse of Strahd, session number 18. All right, and let's see. I'll just put some music. You were, yeah, that sounds right. So after you met up last time, after Strahd's appearance that wreaked havoc on the town of Valaki, you had a nice little talk in the tavern. You met with Irina, who asks you to keep your promise of getting her to safety, and you all discussed this. And with some people reluctant to do it, you eventually agreed to keep protecting her. But instead of going to Kresk to drop her off, she'll just have to follow you until an appropriate time where she feels that she is safe. You meet up with Tahanu, who was coming to join you at the tavern in the morning. Yaila is convinced that he was under some sort of spell, and he explained himself, confirming her suspicions, and you all join up again. You decide to go to the old windmill to investigate what was happening there, thinking that you're probably strong enough now to have a look at what was there. And at the same time, Cloud wants to summon her beast companion. So you walk all the way there, taking your time. After a couple of hours, there's a few ravens that start to follow you, and a pretty big swarm of ravens keep close eye on you as you follow the road towards the old windmill. As you arrive there, Cloud continues her summoning as you decide to just wait for her to finish, as you explore a few megaliths that were around the entrance to the forest near the windmill. You find some peculiar things, such as children's teeth in the center of the circle of stones, as well as a freshly baked pie that some ravens were eating from, and carvings of cities on the stones. After a few more hours, uh, you start hearing some howling coming from the forest, and you see a pack of wolves slowly emerge as you prepare to fight them. And from my notes from last week, Cloud, you've been trying to summon your beast for about 6 hours so far.
That's right.
Jeff, Tehanu, you have been trying to craft some arrows using stuff you found in the woods, and you managed to craft 12 of them so far. And what else? As you see the wolf pack approach, Amnon gives guidance to Cloud. And Cloud says she wants to try primeval awareness on the wolves. And that's where we left off. All right. So, what do you guys want to do?
I say we kill them all.
Okay, I'm gonna use primeval awareness before anybody can do anything stupid.
Okay.
And I'm going to initiate it at the wolf that looks like the alpha.
Yeah, the one on the front of the pack. And primeval awareness says, wow, you have so many feats.
Do you want me to click it for you into the chat?
No, I read it now.
Okay.
Maybe for the others. You have an innate ability to communicate with beasts. They recognize you as kindred spirit. Through sound and gesture, you can communicate simple ideas to a beast as an action. You can read its basic mood and intent. You learn its emotional states, whether it's affected by magic of any sort, its short-term needs, and actions you can take to persuade it not to attack. So right away, you get this sense from the wolves. You want to try and tell them that you mean them no harm, but immediately you get this sense that that they are not going to listen to you. You feel like they might be under some sort of magic effect, and their needs are just to kill you. That's what you feel right away.
Is there anything that would convince them to not attack us?
You do not think it possible.
Not even pie.
I can think of a way to make
Can I cast Mage Armor at this point?
Yes.
Okay. If it's unsuccessful, then
Can I cast armor too?
What? What did you say?
he wants to cast armor too.
Can I cast armor too?
Yeah, sure. You cast Mage Armor, both of you, and with that we're going to roll initiative. And let me find some good combat music for that. I'm gonna go with this one. Lower.
I think I have to wait till my next turn now, don't I?
What for?
To speak with animals?
To do speak with animals? Yeah, you would need to do it on your turn. So far, you've all had the ability to do things that you wanted to do before the combat starts.
Okay.
Yes. So Mage Armor, the Primeval Awareness, all that, it was before combat, and now we're going to start with combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before combat, can I move into the front of the group?
Yes, you can all put yourselves wherever you want to be in terms of positioning before we start. Because they've been slowly emerging from the wood. You've had plenty of time to decide on what you want. All right. So who hasn't rolled yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing 2 people.
My token just isn't on the list right now.
Okay, can you roll? Or
I did.
you did? Oh, okay. Right. So in the future, Liam, or Sam, click on your token and then roll initiative from the buttons that appear on the top. It will automatically add you. So what was it that you rolled?
19.
19. Okay. And who else is missing? Iron, she's there. Ozzy, Tehanu, Cloud. I don't see Cloud. Do I see Cloud? No, I don't see Cloud.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't roll initiative. Okay, one second.
Nope.
Oh, sorry, I just moved myself here.
Okay, so Cloud rolls,
Oof.
and there you go.
There goes my good roll.
Tehanu, do you have like advantage on initiative or something like that? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have the alert feat, so that's not.
Okay,
I
so
don't have the
that was
presence
alert.
plus 5.
Okay. Okay.
No.
I don't have the
Assassins get advantage on creatures that haven't taken a turn in combat yet.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
are automatic crits against characters that are surprised. However, I don't
Which is
think these wolves are surprised.
Does
No, I think
ranged
it's
attacks-
automatic crit on those who haven't attacked yet. I think.
I do not believe that's accurate.
no?
Oh yeah,
if you get it.
it's only if they are surprised that it's a critical roll. Yep. Okay.
But what I wanted to ask is, given that these are animals,
Uh-huh.
a range attack, can we count it as surprise attack?
No. Surprise
Oh.
means that they don't know you're there, basically. They're unaware that you are.
Unaware that there is a threat, usually.
Yeah. They're basically hands in their pocket, whistling and things like that.
Yeah.
But the wolves are clearly here for a fight, so they are definitely not surprised. Alright, Yaila, first to go. What do you want to do?
I have no idea. Ah, shit. Hold on.
I have like 15 windows open and I forgot to open Irina's.
Sorry, I actually ended up. I forgot to change my keybind and I ended up leaving the page. Oh.
Okay.
Can I wait for my turn and just let Nara do her thing and then do my turn afterwards?
What you can do is prepare an action, so you need to do your movements first. Tell me exactly what action you want to prepare and how you want to trigger your action, basically. And it would trigger as a reaction, which means that you wouldn't be able to do an opportunity attack if you had that opportunity, for example.
They're not attacking us yet, or are they really aggressive?
They're aggressive.
They're definitely aggressive. They're
I'm
growling,
sorry, I'm just
and
reopening
Cloud
everything right now.
and Cloud already tried to communicate with them and was able to tell you before this happened that they seem to be under some sort of magic and they are here for blood.
So you might have to skip me. It's not loading my character sheet at all,
It's
and it's frozen.
it's just gonna take some time to load if you just open the page because there's a lot of stuff
Yeah.
to load. Okay, but what do you want to do in terms of action, in terms of something?
I
Nisa?
don't want to attack. Yeah, I know. I'm
Okay,
thinking-
okay.
I really don't know because I don't want to attack them. If Nara, can I talk to Nara during my turn, or does that count as an action? Can I discuss what she's planning on to do? Because when they started coming, she said she wanted to try to calm them down.
You can do like quick short sentences. Yes.
I'm gonna still try to use my talk to wolves as one more resort.
So I turned to you and I told you, should we attack? What's your plan here?
Can you
What are you doing?
incapacitate one?
What?
Can you do anything like incapacitate or root any of them?
You know what? I'm gonna drop my ball bearings just to slow them down.
Okay. So ball bearings on the ground. Sounds good. Cloud,
Cool.
your turn.
All right, I'm gonna use my spell, talk to beast, and I'm gonna use it on the pack up.
Okay. And what do you want to say?
I just want to try to communicate, like try to reach out and ask them like, because I should be able to get a feeling of how the animal is feeling. I don't think I can ask a question, right?
Speak with animals. Let's see. That's a spell. What level spell?
First.
Okay, first level spell. I understand it
Says-
as you're able to speak with them.
Says you're able to communicate verbally for the duration, so it's 10 minutes, and the knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but they can give you random information. But
Yeah.
okay, so I can actually ask a question.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask, what do you want? What do you need?
So they are growling, and you're able to understand the growling as kill. And that's all you get.
That's it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna communicate to my party that these wolves are just mindless killing.
Yep.
Are you still barking and growling, or are you talking in English?
you understand her.
communicated in the common language to the rest of my party.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, they're basically killing machines just like us.
True.
We'll get along just fine.
All right. You did use one of your spell slots, so don't forget to
I did. Yep, I
to
already took
use
it.
that. Same for those who used mage armor.
Already did.
Yeah, and Liam's turn.
Alright, so DM, this is gonna be entirely up to you, because otherwise I don't want to, like, come off as, like, being picky and trying to power game.
Yeah.
Where in my movement could I hit the most of them in a 15-foot?
In a 15-foot, and you see where they are. I'm guessing anywhere from. What I can do is draw. Nope, not that. Draw line. Yeah. So you've got that's 15 foot radius. Cone, right?
Yes.
So there's your cone, and
I don't see it.
you don't see the.
I
Wait,
do not currently know.
why can I not?
Now we do.
You don't
triangle.
see.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There we
You
go.
know.
So I think you can all play with it, move it, right?
I don't think I can.
No? Okay. Well, any place is basically good, I'm guessing. This sounds good too?
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
That's the
5
Hanu.
feet short of like a.
That was the
No,
Hanu.
I'm looking at.
That's your 30 feet.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to get 1 square more. Maybe get a
Wow,
little
Liam,
bit
you're just gonna
juicier
run in
of a
there?
thing. Yeah.
Yikes.
What?
Okay, so the 5 that are in there need to make a dexterity saving.
Okay. Dex save. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What's the DC on it?
14.
14. Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say this one saved. The other 4 did not. So it's 8 damage with burning hands on all of them.
Yep.
The last one is my half damage,
4.
or
Yeah, 4.
okay. All right. So you see lots
Actually,
of burnt pelts.
can I pump that to a 2nd level and roll an extra d6?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so 10 damage.
10 damage.
Aw, Sunday.
So it's 5 on this one. The others, you see them basically hanging on by a thread. They are singed, they are burned, and they are very unhappy.
Alright.
All right.
So
Donna, you better clear those out.
Yeah, no pressure.
They just took 8 damage each,
10.
They took 10.
10, and they're near death.
Yeah, they're near death.
oh, okay.
They're kind of wimpy. All right.
Yeah.
So, My goal is to shoot through here with the short bow. Line where I have basically a huge amount of chance to hit a bunch of these.
It doesn't really work that way. You have to choose one target and you either hit it or miss it.
Oh, I thought that could give me advantage on the roll.
I can give you advantage on the roll because they haven't gone yet, and that just means you roll twice for the attack. It's not really. I'll shoot and it might hit any one of them.
Well, okay. I'll do that. I'm shooting them and trying to hit one that were already hit by the cone of fire.
Okay. Tell me which one.
Yeah. I will try, I guess, this one since it's closer. The first one on a.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead for your attack with advantage, I believe.
No critical, but with advantage. That means I get sneak attack.
That's a good point.
Wait, that's a kind of shit roll, even with 15. So I might as well just use one of my luck points, I guess.
Your choice before I decide on anything.
I don't see it in the chat.
I don't see the roll.
Yeah, he has.
He
has it set to whisper to GM.
Okay.
You can all do that, by the way, in the settings of your character sheet.
Well, anyway, no time to turn that off. So yeah, the roll was 8 and 15, which I think is kind of shit. So I'm gonna redo the roll. And
just roll a d20 and we'll do the calculation. Okay. So you used your luck. That's your first of the day, I think. And so we use 20 for the attack, and it hits. And your arrow just shoots straight at. I'm gonna reload this. Shoots straight at this wolf and just destroys it.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, it just went through the eye, and you see the wolf just rolling on the ground before being impaled by the arrow against a tree.
But with such a good roll, it should impale the wolf behind it, right?
No. Does that end your turn? You still have, I think, bonus, and you have movement.
I can't just pull out the crossbow
Shoot
to do a
again.
bonus attack, right?
What?
I shot with the short bow, but I guess I cannot use a bonus action to.
Don't think so.
To do a second shot, you mean?
With a different weapon.
because I didn't hear you. Short bow. Let's see. That's weapons. Short bow. Where is short bow? It's two-handed short bow. So no, you wouldn't be able to.
Oh damn! I didn't know that. Oh well. Okay.
Yeah.
So, stay right where I am, and nighttime. Is it dark or is it very well lit?
It's very well lit. This is still early. I mean, you woke up and it's basically 6 hours after waking up, so it's around noon, maybe.
Yeah.
A little.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast the dancing lights just around these wolves, just to distract them, and then I'm gonna. Well, what's the terrain look like? Can I hide? Can I?
So let's see. Dancing lights is one action, not a bonus action, so you wouldn't be able to do it.
Oh shit. Okay. Or something to hide behind with, or is it just disengage and wait?
You could, let's see, they're coming out of the forest, so you could go to either side of them, and we'll just assume that there are trees basically everywhere around that you can just go hide behind.
I'll do that. And let's see.
And we're going to say that a couple of these guys are also behind cover, or half cover.
Well, we did burn a tree now.
Yeah, this tree should be on fire.
Yeah, that tree should be on fire.
And deal continuous damage to the wolves around it.
Yeah, it's not. It didn't catch on fire. It's scorched, but it's not. It didn't catch on fire.
Okay.
'Cause I mean, it wood, you can put it in fire and it's alive. I mean, it's not dry wood, and it would take longer than a couple of seconds of exposure to fire before it catches fire. It's the same reason that I didn't put the stairs in the coffin maker's shop on fire from what you did. If you had thrown alchemist's fire, then yes, it would have caught fire, but not in this case.
Okay.
So to end my turn, I'm gonna move and hide behind the tree, and that's it.
Okay. So move your token and do that. Now the wolves.
How many attacks am I getting?
Oh, good question. Let's see. I am going to go sequentially. This guy is going to advance and hold his action, and then he'll wait for this guy to arrive here, and then they will both jump and try to attack Ozzy by doing a bite attack. Both of them get advantage because they are next to each other.
Pack tactics. Oh,
Pack
God.
tactics, yes. Ozzy, I believe your AC is 19.
Yep.
So one jumps at you and you're able to just hold his jaw in your gauntlet while you slam your shield on the other one, and they both fall to the ground and get back up, but they weren't able to do any damage to you.
Get chewed on.
And then this guy is going to attack Liam, and
I'd like to use my reaction to cast shield.
okay. What's your AC now?
19.
19 with shield. Okay, so the attack was 16, and so the wolf jumps at you and tries to attack you, but somehow his jaw just closes on a sort of shield of air that is around you and is not able to actually touch you. Alright, how many of these there are? Oh my god, this is gonna be complicated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. They are going to scatter this way, this way. These are arriving here. I'm going to just move the wolves around.
Really? They're all ignoring me.
Not all of them. Where did I? Whoops. Okay. These are going to try and attack here. These guys are attacking Amnon, and this guy is going to attack you. He gets advantage because of the other guy next to him. Bite. You're still at 19, I guess. Ooh.
Last for a round.
Yeah, that's 20. So do a strength saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the wolf jumps at you, is able to push through your shield, and just bites on your shoulder, sinking its teeth in, doing 4 damage, and knocking you prone on the ground.
Okay.
Alright, so you're knocked prone. Now let's do these two here are going to get also advantage, and they're all both going to try and attack Yaila. Good question, Cloud, actually. I'll put this guy here. Yeah, so they're both attacking Yaila, and Yaila, what's your AC?
16. Sorry.
16. Okay, so they are both. You're able to quickly evade each of the attacks. And then there's another wolf here that's going to attack Iron, and I'm pretty sure that hits. And it does not get the critical hit because it's not near one of its friends. And you get 7 damage, Iron.
It rolled higher than 18.
It's rolled a 20 and a 24. But it didn't get advantage, so no crit. But yeah, 20 for sure it hits you. So 7 damage for Iron, and then Cloud, you get 2 that attack you. They do get advantage because they're next to each other. What's your AC?
1 second, sorry, I got too many tabs open.
Okay. Yeah, it's 15.
15.
Ooh, they both hit. And you get 10 points of damage.
Ow!
As
Okay.
both of them attack you from each side, and you're able to put your hands up. I mean, they're smelling cat, so. Yeah, you put your hands up, but they are both able to bite on your hand and do damage to you. And Amnon, you get hit twice as well by these wolves. Oh, by the way, who got hit? Iron and Cloud, please do strength saving throws. Twice for Cloud because you got hit twice.
Strength saving throws?
Yes, strength saving throw.
Twice?
Twice. Yeah. Iron, you two once. And Amnon has an AC of 12 plus, I think, with the mage armor, how much is it?
I didn't cast mage armor. I cast a different type of armor, so it's
Oh.
the same AC.
Okay. I thought you cast mage armor. Okay.
Sorry.
No, I think he's Armor of Hadar or something.
Oh,
Agathis.
yeah. Agathis.
Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
Arms of Hadar. My bad.
Okay.
Fucking warlocks.
Alright, so 12. They are both going to hit you, Amnon. 14 damage total. And do
Okay.
2 strength saving throws, please.
How much damage did each of them do?
7.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
They both take 10 damage.
They
doesn't
both
matter.
take 10 damage.
Yep.
From the armor of Agathis.
Nice.
Wow. Why? How much? How does it work?
If a creature
5
hits me with a
gold.
melee attack while I have it, they take 5 cold damage and then 5 more for each level. I cast that level.
And you cast it as level 2.
Yeah,
Makes
all my spells
sense.
are level 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
So they.
Wolves.
All right. So they both jump on you and attack you, and as their teeth sink in, you get the damage from the attack, and you can see this cold shield around you that just sends icicles through their gaping mouth and just hits them and pushes them back, and you can see them both really hurt from the armor of Agathis that hit them. You fall prone because you didn't strength save, but you can see them both being very, very badly hurt by this. And Cloud, you're able to shrug off both of the wolves that bit your hand, and you push them off. You're able to remain standing. Same for Iron, and that ends their turn. And now it's Azzy's turn. I think this is the most enemies that I had to play in one turn. That was chaotic.
Hard combats.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna swing on the wolf in front of me. Is there one that's like the alpha, or are they all pretty much like the?
The one that's in front of you. You know that he was the first one to emerge from the forest, but they all look pretty much the same. You don't see
Okay,
one
so-
that is bigger than the others.
All right, so I'm gonna take a swing at the one immediately in front of me.
Okay. That's.
I don't know why it did the damage. I just swung.
Yeah, I think I
the damage
changed it
part.
for everyone. I think I changed it for everyone, so damage gets rolled automatically because it will just make things faster. Instead of yes, it hit, now roll for damage. We just ignored the damage because it did not hit. You swing your warhammer, and unfortunately, the wolf is too fast and is able to avoid the hit. You're just able to graze it slightly, but doesn't do much damage. Just a few wisp of hair.
My bonus action, I'm going to hit it to prone it. To prone it.
Yeah. And it does. So yeah, this one is going to be prone on the ground. And who else was prone, by the way? Amnon and Liam. Right. Okay. And that will be your turn, I guess. Amnon, what do you do?
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
How much is it?
Half your movement. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was 10 gold. Of Amnon.
I guess I probably can't cast Burning Hands without hitting anybody, so I think I'm just gonna shock one of them with my Shocking Grasp. I guess this one.
Okay. They are. Wait. Where's your character sheet? Shocking Grasp. Okay, that's cantrips. Okay. So you push your hand forward and you're able to grab the wolf as it's trying to avoid you. You're just able to touch it enough to send two jolts of lightning through its body, and you see it just start spasming and then fall to the ground dead.
Oh yeah. I get hit points for that too.
Oh, you get hit points for that. That's true. How much do you get?
Hit points.
Charisma modifier plus warlock level, so 8.
Okay. Okay, cool. Nice. Next is gonna be Iron, unless you want to do any movement or anything.
No, because they probably get advantage on that.
Now I was talking about Amnon if he wants to move before you get.
No, I'm just gonna stand.
Okay, Iron, your turn, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit this guy. How do you do the circle? The one on my right, with my mace.
Yes, go ahead.
That's a crit.
Oh yeah,
Natural
it is.
20.
Yay!
It's a crit, and you do 8 points of damage. So you throw your mace around and you just hit the wolf right on the nose, and it whimpers a little and falls back, growling at you. It's not that, but you got a pretty good hit in. All right.
And then a bonus action, I actually want to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay. Go ahead.
So okay. Hold on.
So
It's level 2, right?
That is a
yeah,
second level spell, yes.
it's a second level spell. It's if okay.
Did I do it wrong?
No, you cast it, and it's a bonus action to cast it. 13 to hit. I'm guessing you wanna put it on him, right? On that wolf. What is your spiritual weapon? What does it look like?
I'm Thor's hammer.
Ooh, so a gigantic Thor's hammer appears out of thin air and just drops on top of the wolf's head, smashing it to pieces. And the wolf just falls limp, headless.
Yay!
Alright, your turn. Irina. And so Irina is going to come over here and she's going to take her rapier and attack the wolf. And unfortunately misses. She looks at Anna and says, "Sorry."
That's okay. You tried your best, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Yaila's turn.
Alright, so I'm just gonna attack the wolf in front of me here.
Yep.
I Iron is actually 5 yards away, so I think I can do a sneak attack on him. You don't need advantage.
Not the one on the left, on the one on the
The
right.
one on the right?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll attack the one on the right.
Okay.
And I checked, I should be able to have an extra 2d6.
Yes. For sneak attack. All right. So you take out your short sword and you plunge it right into the wolf's heart, and it just dies wriggling on your sword. Anything else? You still have bonus, right?
I'll just Yeah, no, you know what? There's wolves over there. I'm just gonna stay.
Short sword is a light weapon, I believe. Yeah, it's light. You can do a second attack, but only if you have 2 of them, I think.
I do that too.
Okay.
So do I just click it the second time, or it's the same one?
But just click on short sword again. So use your second short sword. As you hit with one, you.
Are you sure I can hit on 2 different targets? Because that feels like 2 attacks. I would have thought I could use.
It's your bonus action because you didn't want to use your bonus action. So I'm just saying you can use your bonus to attack a second time.
Oh, okay. I thought you.
If you have 2 weapons, if they both have the light property, and the second attack does not have the
sneak attack.
It does not have sneak attack, and it does not have the dexterity modifier. So it's just 2 damage instead of 2 plus 5. Okay. So you do 2 damage to this one. So as you plunge one sword into one of the wolves, you whip out the second sword at the same time in an arc in motion and just cut off the head of the second wolf that was on the left, and they both die. And that will be your turn. Now Cloud's turn.
Okay, so I just want to know, can I use 1 dagger and 1 spear, or what do you say? It's a one-handed spear.
It needs to have the light property. So spear does not have it. So no.
Okay, just daggers.
Yes, just daggers.
Okay, I'm gonna use. I do have 2 daggers, so I'm gonna use both my daggers to attack because they're in melee range. So I would get disadvantage using a ranged weapon, right? Even a crossbow.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead with my daggers then.
Okay. Attack who?
But I can use my bonus action, right, to start, or my spell, or can I not do that? Because it says that my spell is a bonus action.
Which spell?
Hunter's Mark.
Yes, you can use your bonus action to cast the spell, but that means you get only 1 attack because the second dagger attack is the bonus action.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I suggested that to Yaila because she didn't want to use her bonus. That's why I said you can use the bonus for a second attack.
Okay, I'm really not that familiar with my melee weapons, so I have a 2-handed spear, a 1-handed spear, and a dagger.
The spear is versatile, which means you can use it either one-handed or two-handed. That's why you have both options, and the damage is different depending on how you wield it, basically.
Wait, when I read my bonus action, it says I can only use it to use dash, disengage, and...
Yes, but the bonus action for the attack, that's like standard for everybody. If you look at the player's handbook, it's in not actions you can take in combat or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was
a cunning action. That's different.
I'm just asking so many questions because we haven't really done a lot of melee combat before. Yeah. So if could I cast my Hunter's Mark and use my 2-handed spear? You can use bonus action to do the Hunter's Mark and then use two-handed. You don't have a shield, right? I don't. No.
Cloud. Okay, so you don't have a shield, so you can use the spear two-handed to do 1 attack with it.
Okay, so this wolf right in front of me. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it, and then I'm gonna use my spear with 2 hands. Okay.
Okay. Before you continue saying that, you do notice that the one here has damage, the other one is not.
Okay.
Just as a reminder.
But I also get up my plus D6 roll, too, for my bonus. For my.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So you can with that you definitely hit with your spear.
Okay.
And again, you want to hit the one that
The
hasn't
one that's got damage. If
the
you,
one that's
yeah,
got
sorry,
damage.
I didn't
Okay.
realize. I thought they both hadn't been attacked yet. So if you're telling me one looks injured, I'm gonna go for that one.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it. I'm not
Okay.
sure who. I think you did, right?
No.
Or no?
I haven't
Oh
either.
no
Might
no
have
no.
been me. Might have been
Yeah
me.
yeah yeah. Because
And they moved to me really fast,
he
so then I
came
wasn't sure which was
pre-damaged
which.
towards you. Yeah.
Okay, so the one in front of me, no damage. The one to my right has taken damage.
Yes.
Let's say he's limping a bit or something.
Yeah,
so let's
you can
cast
see
Hunter's
some
Mark on
wounds.
him and attacked.
Okay, so you do
Okay.
4 damage plus roll for the hunter's mark.
Can you tell me how to do the roll again? Is it just /roll 1 plus?
Um,
1d6.
do you have? Let me see your screen from Twitch maybe. On the left where you have the arrow and whatever to select things. There should be a
Yeah.
dice icon. You have that or
Just
not?
1d6? Yeah, like that?
Yeah. You can just
Okay.
do that.
Perfect.
That's easier. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So you hit him with your spear that you ram through its belly, and it's wiggling a bit, and then you see your hunter's mark, kind of a shadow, come alive and just strangle the beast, who just falls limp and slides off the spear dead.
So he dies?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means I can use Hunter's Mark again.
On your next turn, as a bonus action, you can move it to someone else. Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Hunter's Mark is active for an hour or 8 hours. I don't
Yeah,
remember
or
which
unless
is.
it dies. It's only 8 hours at a higher level.
Okay.
It's 1 hour right now.
It's up to 1 hour. Yes.
But I didn't know if I could recast it. I think the animal or the target has to die for you to cast it on a different target.
Yes.
You just move it.
Yeah.
You're not recasting it. You're moving it from one target to another.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't move it unless it dies, but you can
Right.
recast it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just
I think
if you just move it instead of recast it, it doesn't take one of your
Oh, okay.
spell slots. And
Okay.
by the way, I repeat, the dots, the red dots next, just means they're prepared. That's yours are always prepared. Your spell slots are above. You see slots 3 total slots remaining. That now it's 1. You have 1 slot remaining out of 3. Okay.
Got it.
Good. Now it's
my
Liam's
bonus
turn.
action, so I can't move or anything, so I'm done.
My turn, eh?
Yeah. Still have 2 of them in front of you. One looks pretty beat up. The other does not seem to have taken any damage.
Firebolt gets disadvantage, right? Because it's ranged.
I guess, is it Firebolt? Let's see. Yeah, it's ranged attack.
Alright then. By the way, my AC is now down again.
Your AC is down again.
I'm gonna hit
yeah.
I'm gonna stand back up, first of all.
That's 15 speed remaining.
Yep. And I'm just gonna smack the one that's damaged with my deck.
Okay. With your dagger, go ahead, roll for damage. For attack. The dagger plunges through its heart, and it falls dead at your feet. Next, Tehanu. You are currently hiding.
Yeah, you just made it easier for me. I have only one to kill.
Yeah.
Initially planned to do was to flank them and to go somewhere like rook, sneak attack, and such.
You're currently hidden, so you are you have
Yeah,
advantage, FYI, because you're hidden. If
but
you
as
move
well-
from where you are, you stop being hidden.
Even if I sneak?
If you sneak,
I mean, behind the trees and such, you saw the path. Like.
yeah, I saw the path. I don't know. You would make noise. You would. I don't know. Ugh. Okay, just say what you want to do, and I'll decide.
Well, I'm gonna get advantage anyway because the thing is within 5 feet.
No, that's not how that works.
It's
you
not.
get sneak attack, but you don't get advantage.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
You
But
get
if I just
advantage
peek out
if you
and
have.
shoot-
You get sneak attack to work either way if you have advantage.
So this one is the one that is not damaged. If I just peek out of the tree and shoot it, then I get the element of surprise. Do I?
You get. It's not element of surprise. But you get advantage because you're hidden. It doesn't know you're there.
Oh, damn it.
The surprise thing for auto crit, it's really only he doesn't know that there might be enemies around. Okay, it's really just about the first turn. Like you're hiding behind a curtain, someone enters, he's taking off his shoes, putting on his sandals or whatever, slippers, and then you just jump out and try to hit him. That's surprise attack.
To figure out now, if who's the most in trouble? Is it Liam or is it Cloud or?
Yeah, our health
Can't
bars.
quite tell because I can't.
The only health bar I can actually see right now is Iron and Azzy.
Same. And
I
Tamara.
cannot see the health bars.
All right, Dan, we'll make a decision.
Okay, I'm gonna just go help Liam and kill that freaking thing with the rapier and sneak attack.
Okay. Go ahead. You don't get advantage on your roll because you got out of your hiding spot.
Okay. So rapier. So meh.
Yeah, with that roll, it did not hit. If you had advantage, it would have worked, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't see his
It's a
roll.
luck point.
Yeah, because he's
Awesome.
whispering his rolls.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. It did not hit. What else do you want to do? Still have your bonus?
Move here and hide behind that tree.
Okay. Now the wolves. This wolf is going to attack Liam with no advantage because he's the only one around. Bite attack on Liam. Do a strength saving throw, please. You get 8 points of damage and you fall prone because it just slammed into you and dropped you to the ground and bit on you. Alright, next is going to be this one, who is going to stand up. And they are both going to try and attack Ozzy with 2 bites attacks that get advantage. And they both miss because Ozzy has so much AC. So
That's
he's
why I
just
didn't
able
go
to
and help
push
Ozzy.
them away with his armor and his shield. And then nobody's
Get
next
some.
to Iron. There's one next to Cloud who is going to try and attack Cloud. And what's your AC again? I think it was 15.
15?
Yeah, so it's able to hit you, to take a bite out of your thigh or something like that. It does 5 points of damage and do a strength save intro.
Mean. That's really mean.
It's a mean wolf.
He's breaking my heart here.
I know, and you like wolves.
I like all animals.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you are knocked prone.
Damn it.
You fall on your ass.
What's
And
the icon we're using for prone?
the icon, I'm just using the one with the broken back or something.
Broken back.
Kind of. It's like all their icons really suck, so I just anything. You can just put a colored dot even if you want to, just remind you that I have
I'll
something.
pick the brown or something here, yeah, so that
Yeah.
I'm like the same. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not
That means
dead.
you're dead.
Wrong one.
Wow.
What?
I accidentally clicked the wrong one. Okay.
She's so distraught over the wolves, she took her own life after becoming prone.
Okay. And then this one is going to try and hit Amnon with another bite attack. And it does succeed. So it jumps on you, does a 5 points of damage. Do a strength save intro, and I think your armor of Agathis is still there, right?
No, my armor's gone. They bit through it really well.
Really? It doesn't last longer?
It was only 10 points, and I took 14 that turn, so it ate up all the temporary hit points.
Oh, okay.
It's while the barrier lasts, they'll take the damage, but as soon as they go through it, doesn't work anymore.
Okay, I see. All right.
It was the other shield that I have, my passive shield.
Okay. So it rolled a 22, so it definitely hits you, and you fall to the ground and take 5 damage from that. All right.
You guys, we need to work out. These strength saves are not enough. We're going to get on a real strong fitness regimen. We're going to start working out, pumping iron, get that strength.
All right, and that will be your action, Ozzy, the speech. Ozzy, your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna...
Hey, if you're pumping iron, at least take her to dinner first.
Oh. I'm going to take a swing with my Warhammer at the one in front of me.
Okay. You swing at it and you hit it and take out a big chunk of its jaw. Now it has one kind of hanging lower jaw.
Out
and
of
it's
curiosity,
growling at you.
As a bonus action, can
Yeah.
I take a melee attack? Like, can I? Because I swung one-handed. Can I like?
It
like,
needs to have light property. I don't think the Warhammer has
that's
light. Yeah.
I think that's pretty much I mean, there's no point in proning these stupid things. So
Yeah, the thing should have been prone before you attack, so you'd get the advantage. You missed that last time and this time again.
Oh, by the way, I just thought of something. Didn't I cast the dancing lights or something? Did it make any effect? Or...
You did not cast it because it was an action. You couldn't cast it as
Oh,
bonus.
sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright. So as you remember, next time you hit it to prone it before you do your action, so you can get the advantage on your attack.
okay.
And with that, next is Amnon.
I'm gonna hit this one with Eldritch Blast. I can Eldritch Blast in melee range, right?
Yes. Wait. Good question. It's ranged attack, so it would be a disadvantage, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, I already clicked the button. I guess I could have done Shocking Grasp, but
Okay. Yeah, Shocking Grasp is touch, so it's melee, and Eldritch Blast, it says it's a ranged attack. Okay, so even with disadvantage, you hit the wolf with the Eldritch Blast that just slams into him and pushes it away, and as it falls, you notice that it is not getting back up. It is dead.
Sweet.
Any movements?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Iron.
Okay, so if I want to do my spiritual weapon, do I have to do it first, or does it matter? Or
It doesn't
after
matter.
my
You can
action?
do action or bonus in any order you like.
Okay, I would like to have my spiritual weapon attack the wolf that's in front of Cloud.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
do I just click on it?
Yeah, just click on it again. So the Thor's hammer just swoops through the air and hits the ground right next to the wolf's feet, who jumps away from it. It does not hit it, unfortunately.
Alright, and then for my actual weapon, or actual attack, I would like to do the light crossbow. I'll still hit that same one.
Okay, go ahead.
like it missed.
Yes, Nara. If you have a concentration spell, when you get hit by something, you need to do a Constitution saving throw.
I'll do that
That's
on my next turn.
absolutely true. Yeah. Okay. So Iron, you you shoot your crossbow and it just swishes past, nowhere near the wolf.
Oh well.
All right, Arena just goes here right next to Cloud and tries to hit with her rapier on that. Oh gosh. Irina feels really sorry because she is still missing, or this wolf has been really, really lucky lately. Yeah, it's jumping everywhere. Everything is missing. It's unable to hit the wolf. Yela, your turn.
Athletic wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to push talk. Can I see how hurt Cloud is?
You can
'Cause I can't
ask
see her health
her.
mark.
Yeah. She doesn't seem to be very hurt, but she did take some damage. I can just do this. Ooh, Ozzy, I need to fix the macro because you changed your name.
She's okay.
Ozzy.
Where are they? Okay.
I'm gonna move here. And attack the one in front of Anzi.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yep.
So you swing your short sword and just right cut off the head of that wolf. And just cut it in two, basically. Because you almost did double HP damage.
Wow.
Alright.
Alice,
You
she
still...
sucks as being stealthy, apparently, but she's good in combat.
Yeah.
All right. Who's making the guy pee on the tree? Who's doing it? It was very nice until the guy was peeing.
What?
Look at the bottom.
yeah, I hadn't seen that.
We'll fix that when it's
So
over.
it would probably be Pedram because you can see yellow being his color.
No, we can choose any color.
Yeah, I know you can, but I'm just gonna assume it's Pedram.
I swear I'm just hiding. I'm not peeing.
All right, Yaela, you still have your bonus.
On the wolf right next to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to click again. Sorry.
All right, and you push your short sword, your second short sword, and cut off the second wolf's head, dropping him to the ground. So now there are two unhurt wolves still on the map. And now it's Cloud's turn. Do a Constitution save, please, for your spell. I think the DC is 10.
Or half damage, whichever is higher.
Yeah, it's gonna be 10. I think she had like 8 or 5 damage. Nara?
Ready. Okay, you ready? You got a
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
thank God.
so you still have your hunter's mark up.
I'm gonna stand up.
You haven't yet moved it, right? Yeah, it's still up in the air.
Yep, it's on this guy now, so I need to stand up and put my hunter's mark on this guy as my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I'm gonna attack with my two-handed spear.
Okay.
And then I get a plus D6.
It didn't hit with that.
Hunter's mark.
Yeah, it did not hit with that. 9 for damage.
Wow, that's awful.
Uh,
I rolled a 2?
wait,
Come on!
I just
Still a
realized
miss.
for the archery, the +2 for archery, it's
Only archery.
yeah, but it's on the attack.
Yeah, because it doesn't
Oh, okay, I thought it was on damage roll. Okay.
only archery.
One thing to note is that you could have moved your token to the other side to be in flanking position with Irina, which would have given you advantage.
Ah, okay. Well, that's good
Yeah.
to know.
So when you're to be able to flank someone, you need to be on opposite sides of the enemy, basically.
So that the
Engaged
enemy
with
is
them.
sort of like, I don't know which way to look. Is that kind of how it works?
Yeah, basically. So you get advantage when you flank the enemy. So
Okay.
either opposite, like basically either opposite directly or on the sides like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
For next time.
For next time. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I missed. So, and I already used my bonus, so I can't do anything else right now,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
All right, I'm done.
Also note that when you're moving around an enemy like that, as long as you don't get out of their range, they don't get the opportunity attack. So you can still move,
Oh, okay.
right? As long as you don't get too far away from
Too-
them.
too-
Yeah.
Okay, so I would have only had 15 feet, though, movement for standing up, right?
Yes. And you would have done like 5 this way, and you would have been in flanking position already because she's opposite and diagonally. So that's all you needed. You see what I mean?
Yes.
All right, Liam.
Alright, I guess I'll try to soften him up for the rogue that's going to come in and kill this wolf.
Okay, you are prone, by the way.
I'll stand up,
Okay.
then do that. Which misses. Whatever.
Yeah, definitely misses. And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, Tanu.
Okay, since he missed that one, I'm not gonna take chances on that, and I'm gonna just use the short bow and sneak at that advantage everything onto that guy.
Okay. Roll your stuff.
Let's see.
And you want to stay hidden and do from a distance, right? So short bow, sneak attack. Oh, you removed the whisper. Short bow, sneak attack with the piercing damage of the arrow that just goes through one side of the neck and comes out the other side, and the wolf just stands there for a little bit before just slowly going limp.
My wolf's the only one still alive. Jesus, that guy's a baller.
And there's just the one next to Cloud who
It's the
just
most dexterous wolf in the entire
yeah,
world.
he hasn't been hit once yet, and he's going to
Can I-
try again to attack Cloud, jumping at her, and Cloud is able to just push herself to the side, and the wolf misses,
Ha!
and it's growling at her. Ozzy, your turn.
I am going to.
Run over and get on the head.
I'm gonna go over here. And I am going to wind up and take a swingy swing with my Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck my life. Alright, I guess I will. That's.
So you swing your warhammer and you stumble on a small rock at your feet, and the warhammer just misses the extremely dexterous wolf. I feel like this is the wolf that Cloud should have summoned for herself.
Right?
Yeah, super dexterous. All right, Amnon, your turn.
I'm gonna blast it.
Wait, guys, I need to trap it, and then I'll wait 2 more hours and tame it.
One second. I think Tehanu, did I ignore your bonus action?
No,
I
I,
didn't say it.
He said disengage is a bonus.
He didn't need to disengage because he wasn't next to any
I
enemy.
think you meant dash.
Oh, dash. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I just went near the wolf and made sure I can't be attacked for now. Whatever.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I forgot about your bonus and just skipped to the next person on the list. All right, so you dash, you moved yourself to next to the wolf, and you're waiting for your next turn. Okay. So Amnon, what did you want to do? Eldritch Blast, and it finally hits the wolf as it's trying to evade everyone. It just jumps out of the way of Azi's Warhammer as it slams down on him, and as it's in the air, still evading the Warhammer, a huge blast runs through it and just pushes him off to the ground, knocking him dead. All right.
I did it, guys. I'm
Yeah.
close. I
Okay.
killed 3 of them. I don't know how many you guys killed, but I killed 3 of them.
I killed
I
4.
only
Thank you
killed
very
one.
much.
I killed none because I like to roll single digits.
Basically, I'm MVP.
No,
I
no.
want to know who's roasting the marshmallow and peeing at the same time, because that is gross.
That's impressive.
I don't know who keeps adding the pee, but somebody really needs a break or something to go to the bathroom.
That might be.
Somebody's trying to tell us something here.
Somebody really
we hit the pee with the fire, and still happening.
Maybe he's just trying to turn off the fire. All right.
But he's roasting his marshmallow.
Does anyone has a fear of fire in their backstory?
No.
Okay. All right. So, good fight. It was great. A few little pointers. This was not a hard fight. You quickly notice that wolves are not that strong. They die really easily. They were a pretty big pack, so it would have been still kind of a bit difficult to take care of all of them, of course. But still, I can see that Cloud used 2 of her 3 spells already on that.
I don't know if it's you or me, but you cut off there for me.
Ah, sorry. It's probably you. I'm gonna blame it on you, just because I can. So yeah, Cloud, you used 2 of your spells out of 3, which was a lot because the day is just starting and you're just about to enter the windmill. So keep that in mind. And
I want to kill the wolves.
yeah, I know, but I mean, you did speak with animals, even though you had tried primeval awareness that told you that they were under some magical influence and they were here for blood, and there was nothing to prevent it from happening. So you kind of wasted the speak with animals, considering that you already knew that they could not be reasoned with. But yeah, you used one of your spells for that, and then Hunter's Mark. That's fine. Hunter's Mark for a battle, it's cool. But you used 2/3 of your spells before the main battle, which would be in the windmill. I don't think it's spoiler to say that there might be a battle at the windmill. Same thing with Iron.
I did not. I
What?
wanted to test. I did spiritual weapon on purpose because I wanted to see how
I-
it would be. And
I know. I know that you were excited to try it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a 2nd level spell, and you do have 2 more 2nd level spells, so it's not that bad. But for something like it's a 2nd level spell is a relatively powerful spell for wolves that are very weak.
They can't hit Azzy.
Yeah, that are very weak. It was not necessarily necessary, but
I was talking to my chat about this, but
Mhm.
there's no way for us to know how strong something is without
Yes.
encountering it.
yes,
Well-
not without encountering it first. And again, these are just notes. I'm not saying you did the fight poorly or you made mistakes, because there are no mistakes in D&D unless you die. And you did
Also-
not die, so everything's good, right?
Can I just interject one quick little thing?
Sure.
Like Sammy's very first spell, like nearly killed like 4 of them.
Yes.
Like literally, like the
Yeah.
first spell he cast, like 4 out of the 5 nearly died.
Yeah,
off
they
of
were at
one
one HP at that point, and they had taken 10, so you all would have known kind of that they are weak.
Right.
Those who witnessed at least the fire blast.
Somebody in my chat did mention that like a lot of animals in D&D are like relatively comparable to their like wild counterparts, but then also remember that we have like magic and armor and stuff. So
Yes, and also that D&D, it's kind of uh, like if you're more than level 1, then you are kind of considered an extremely talented person. When you reach level 20, you're basically gods. So, yeah. Like, literally, you could do pretty much anything. Nothing can kill you when you reach level 20. But yeah, already at level 2, you'd be pretty good. So yeah, it's not, like I said, it's not criticism. And it's how I would have done things. And it's maybe things with hindsight. But I'm not the one playing. You guys are the ones playing. So just keep in mind. Just like by the way, don't forget that you can move around an enemy without creating opportunity attack, and if you flank someone, you get advantage, which is always good, and things like that. These are just notes for maybe your next battle to keep in mind. That's all. Sounds good?
Yeah, and I don't exactly have a lot of like super powerful second level spells, so I figured pumping a Burning Hands for a big AoE blast would be pretty.
Yeah, no, that was cool. Especially because there were so many of them, it would have been good if they had died. At least, like, if you got a few of them eliminated, it would have been good. But they were like 1 HP left, and if I had rolled for their HP individually, it might have done something. But I used the default of 11 HP for all of them, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, if I had rolled a 2d8 plus 2, maybe some of them would have been 10 HP, 9, maybe another would have been 12, 13, and the results would have been different, but yeah. Anyways. Oh, sorry, someone was writing something. Victory obtained 30 gil. Okay, that must be...
Final
that was...
Fantasy.
Yeah, that's Final Fantasy reference. I thought it would be Tehanu who wrote that. Because he's the Final Fantasy guy. Twitch Prime. All right, good. So where were we? The wolves appeared out of the forest, and you all dispatched them, killed them. It was a very sad moment for some of you. Others were very happy with that. But in the end, you succeeded. Victory, 30 gil, Twitch Prime, and let's assume someone is going to just take the carcasses and move them away. And Cloud, what do you want to do? You want to continue summoning your wolf?
yep, I want to also erase this, and I don't know how.
Just select, and you can. Then.
Perfect.
Alright,
There you go.
Thank you.
while Cloud is summoning, Liam would like to take a short rest.
All right, short
Same.
rest.
So how close
Guard.
are? Can any of the rogues? I see that there's some windows, some ledges. Can any of our sneakier folk maybe go take a look inside, see what we can see from inside the building?
You can.
I can't because I'm a
Yeah,
lumbering, very
yes.
not.
Which reminds
Heavy
me,
set
because I
piece of-
always forget that those who are wearing heavy armor, if I tell you to do a stealth check, always remember to do it with disadvantage.
How do you do it with disadvantage?
Just
take
means
the
that you
lowest.
look at the lower number of the two when you roll.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So, guys, like, are any of you sneaky folk able to kind of go and kind of get some recon going on the windmill? See if we can, like, maybe scope out and see what's going on inside, because I think it looks pretty ominous.
Yep. That's a good idea. I would like to remind Yaila that she has climbing feet or something like that. What was it? When you
It's a
choose this
feat
certain
feature.
thing,
I'd like to
climb
suggest that
faster.
the party heals up while we sneak around and look at the thing.
Yeah. I
yeah.
don't need
Okay, it doesn't give you like spider climb. It's just that you can climb at the same speed as if you were. It doesn't cost you extra movement.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So who wants to search? Who wants to do what?
Liam's taking a short rest. Can I roll hit dice?
Yeah, and I think Amnon said he wanted to do the same thing.
Yes, please.
Yep. Okay.
I'm gonna help him, but just help him because I have shit perception.
Wait, Amnon, how do you have 19 temporary hit points?
Because I killed 3 guys.
It gives you temporary hit points every time you kill someone?
Yep.
Ah, okay. I thought it gave you
Hey,
like
dude.
an auto heal. Dude,
I
seriously,
consume them.
you rolled twice a 1 for your
Yep.
hit die.
Debating whether I want to roll a third one or not.
Okay. You decide. How much did you lose, by the way?
Yeah. That'll just put me in max.
Okay.
Apparently, temporary hit dice don't stack. I don't know if that's true, not true. That's just something that these things. I also have a question.
does not usually stack, no?
Oh, my bad. Okay, then I'm only
okay.
at 8.
Okay.
I have a question about the vampire versus vampire spawns versus like what we've encountered so far, though.
Okay.
Can you answer that? Because I don't really know. So like that first vampire that we encountered, was that like a full-fledged vampire or not?
Absolutely not.
You don't know.
Out of character? Absolutely not.
That's why
In
I'm
character,
curious.
you don't know.
So then
Yeah.
I just don't understand the difference between what we've encountered and what we don't, because as somebody who knows a lot about undead, I feel like I should know. They're my favorite enemy,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
feel like I should know about this. So you don't have, like,
You
that's what I'm
you
asking.
haven't encountered them. They are your favorite enemy, but they're not. You're not that familiar with vampires themselves, I would say. Like you know the basics, but you haven't had much chance to encounter them. I would say
She's been around Strahd.
she has.
Not in a
If they're my
fighting
favorite
sense,
enemy, you'd
but-
think I would know pretty much everything there is to know about them at this point, especially since I get extra damage to them and everything.
What I can tell you
You
from
you
experience.
wouldn't know
It says
everything.
Studying, tracking, and talking to them. And I can recall, I get an intelligence checks to recall information.
Yeah.
So I could also maybe roll for that then.
Yeah, you would. I would allow you to roll an intelligence check with advantage to see.
Okay.
But clarify the question. You want to know if the vampires that you saw.
I want to know the difference between the vampire that we met in the church, the vampires that ran out of the house, and Strahd are.
You have not
Which are
seen
the three types
Strahd.
of vampires.
You have
that
not
we've
seen
encountered.
Strahd. So
But
you.
No, she saw Strahd like
I know,
after
saw him.
Death
I
House.
saw him ride across the sky on a nightmare, at least.
It was a misty night. You saw moving lights blazing upward. You haven't had a good look at him. You saw him
But I did
briefly
meet him.
outside of the death house.
Yeah, I did meet him.
When?
At the death house, we talked to him.
Yeah.
Just welcome you into
But
Barovia.
briefly.
He's such a nice
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, briefly you met him, but not like you haven't fought him. You haven't had the opportunity to actually analyze his movements, analyze his strength, or anything like that. So I wouldn't give you that information about Strahd. You would know that, considering what you've heard, that Strahd is probably much more powerful than the vampire that you've seen. And that actually does remind me about something that I wanted to put in the pregame notes that I forgot about. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I can't remember, when I said nightmare, and then you said that you looked at the character sheet of the nightmare, and please do not do that. This is something that Tehanu did in Death House at the first session or something like that, and I asked you all to avoid looking up, because you can have all the information about anything that you want by just googling the name of the enemy, but do not do it, because your character does not have that information. You might actually spend a spell slot or gain a feat that allows you to extract one information, such as what is their HP or what is their strength, while fighting against that enemy. So if you can just look up the character sheet, then you would not take that feat, or you wouldn't even use the spell slot to extract that information. So don't do that stuff, please. But yeah. So the nightmare, like you knew, oh, this is a nightmare, this is what it can do, this is its HP, this is its challenge rating, this is its AC and all that. You knew that because I said you see a nightmare, but I hadn't realized that you were looking at the character sheet, and I was trying to play on the fact that for you it's just a horse, and you don't realize that that horse is actually something that can wipe the entire party. So there's that. That was the pre-game note that I wanted to write and forgot about until now. What else? Yeah, we were talking about the vampire spawns. You know that there are vampires. You know that they have different, like, some of them might be more stronger than others. You expect that Strahd would be stronger than whatever you've encountered so far, but you haven't had much of a chance to actually analyze Strahd or see him fight or anything like that. So you don't really have much information about him. But do an intelligence check. If you give me a specific question that you want to know about the vampires that you've encountered so far, so I can decide how difficult it would be for you to figure out.
The difference, like the differences in the vampires that we encountered in the house versus the vampire that was kept in the boy vampire that was kept.
Okay.
Because he was a lot more, like these other vampires seemed more like maybe monsters, and he seemed more like more human, I guess. So.
Yes. Okay. Do a intelligence check with advantage on that. Okay. I will tell you that it looks like they are both kind of the same thing. They were both humans who got transformed into vampires. The guy in the church was kept out of Strahd's sphere of influence, you might say, and he was trying to remain good because his father was trying to help him. The ones that you saw at the house might have been more like they accepted their fate and they worked with Strahd. But in terms of transformation into vampirism or whatever it's called, you would say that they are both the same type of monsters.
But they're not vampires.
They're vampires.
So, okay.
Yeah, they are vampires.
Just not first generation vampires.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That's why I'm confused.
You wouldn't know. You know that they're vampires, but you know that they're not the strongest you might find. But that's all that. Like, you don't really know much more than that. You can't recall the information. Yeah. And undead is not just vampires. There are zombies that are undead, skeletons that are undead. There's a lot of undeads in the world. So you don't have profound knowledge on all of them. You just hate them equally, kind of.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't hate them. They're my favorite.
Yeah, killing them is your favorite activity.
Can we get back to the? No.
Yes. Let's get back to the game. So some of you have healed, and we have the rogues who were suggested to peek in, and they haven't done anything yet. So what do you guys want to do?
Can we do acrobatics or something to be? Can I like check the second floor, third floor window? Probably not the third floor, but second one.
Yes. You can. I would say it's easy enough for you to peek in and look at the second floor window. Where's your character? Your token. Tejano, you're the only one doing that?
Well, if Yayla wanna help,
Yeah, I'm coming with you.
Okay. So you're also going to the second floor window?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can help each other up.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna put you here. You guys can just move around to have a better look inside. So you see, let me get the description here. You don't see that. You see a dirt-caked windows that allow very little light to enter, and it doesn't give you a very good view of what's inside. You can see it's a sort of 8-foot high chamber, most of which is taken by a large millstone that is connected to a wooden gear shaft that rises through the ceiling in the center of the room. You can see some stairs going up and others going down. Um, Considering how close you are, Yaila, you're able to hear sounds of loud cackling coming from further up. I'm just gonna.
Can oh wow, okay, that's what cackling is.
That's what cackling is.
Good laugh.
Sounds pretty fun.
That's so
All right.
creepy.
So, are you creeped out, Kitty? Can I throw you
Yeah.
onto the third floor, or do you want you to throw me to the third floor?
I'll go. I'm not scared.
All right. Okay.
Acrobatics?
So Yaila gets here. Yes, do a acrobatics check on this one to see if you succeed or if you fall. Okay, so you are able
Damn.
to climb on top of Tehanu's shoulders. Thankfully, he's an elf and very tall, and it gives you the opportunity to peek in through the window, and you see dancing around a thick wooden gear shaft in the center of this cramped circular room are two ugly young women wearing silk shawls and gowns of stitched flesh. Long needles stick out of their tangled mops of black hair. The women cackle with glee. And I'll just play this again. In a rotting wooden closet are 3 crates stacked one atop another, with small doors set into them. Next to the closet is a heap of discarded clothing. A ladder climbs to a wooden trapdoor in the 9-foot high ceiling. A moldy bed with tattered canopy stands nearby. And I gave you the full description because you have very high perception, and I didn't want to try and figure out what I can and can't tell you. We'll just assume that you're able. The windows are cleaner here, and you're able to see much more clearly.
Can you see me?
And yeah, I was just about to ask you. Please do a stealth check.
Meanwhile, on the ground, Liam's watching with a little bit of amusement at Yellow stacked on the elf shoulder.
Yeah. Okay. And I am going to do. What's their passive? Ooh. Yeah. One of them turns in your direction and stops laughing. Yael, what do you do?
So I hide, like, I move away from the window and I'm trying to find the words in English. Je me colle au mur.
Okay. Do another acrobatics check.
What are the words in English?
Like stick her back to the wall.
Back to the wall, yeah.
Yeah. And so you try and do that, and while being on top of Tehanu's shoulders, you just completely lost balance and you fall to the ground. Wonder how high it is. No, you'll just
Yeah, but
fall
she lands on her
to
feet.
yeah, you'll just fall to near where Tehanu is. All right, and I'll just move you there. And as you fall, you hit these wooden beams, and they slow you down, and then you fall all the way to the bottom. You do not sustain any damage because the fall was broken, but yeah, you fell all the way to the bottom.
I'm gonna move around the tower to another edge somewhere, so whatever edge is closer to the front door, and just kind of hide there, hugging the wall, without being underneath the window.
Where?
I don't know where the front door is of the windmill. Is it here or?
But from the second, it's here basically. From the second floor, you stay up, right?
Yeah, so I
Okay.
just like stand on a ledge, hugging a wall, being unseen,
Okay.
so that I cannot be seen from a window, but still ready to act if something happens at the front door.
Okay.
And
All right. Before we continue, a couple of things. Yaila, as you were up high, you were able to see a little further down the road, and you saw at the intersection where the road joined with the main road, basically. You see a Vistani wagon just moving
What?
on the road.
What wagon?
Vistani wagon.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah. Basically just a traveling Vistani wagon just moving on the main road a little ways, a little away from where you are. And what else? Oh yeah, and Amnon, as you were sitting there trying to recuperate some of your energy, you are able to smell like you're kind of twitchy. You're kind of you want to eat some of that pie, and you're able to smell the sweet, sweet, beautiful smell of the pie wafting towards you from somewhere. You don't know where.
Can I make out where or try to find where it's coming from?
Do a perception check.
I want to use my portent here.
Okay.
Trying to remember where that is.
You had portent. You gave me.
That is a 4 he gets.
Wow.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were trying to help him.
No.
So yeah, you're not able to pinpoint where it's coming from, and you're trying to look for it, and in the end you just give up, thinking that it's probably just all in your mind because you really want some pie.
Whatever. I
Nice
didn't even
job,
want pie
Sammy.
anyway.
All right. And with that, what's next?
I have a question about hit dice.
Yeah.
So it says I have 4. Does that mean if I use one, I can just roll and then add it to, or does it?
When you take a short rest, you are currently
Oh, okay.
summoning, so you're not
Okay.
in short rest.
Okay.
Okay. What else? You guys want to do something still, or you want to wait out, see what happens, or you want to wait until Cloud gets her summon?
I mean, it's 2 hours still for me to get this, so I don't know.
Yeah, and we've
I imagine
almost.
it's
Alright.
less
They're
than
gonna
1
come out.
because I was allowed to take my short
Yeah,
rest.
it's less than 1
I don't know
hour.
where I went right now.
You're somewhat. You're on the ground. Wait, you're
Listen,
able to
I
go
enjoyed-
through things.
I was-
She's on the ground.
I went up and it changed my view.
Did Tehanu come back down?
Tehanu
'Cause
is
we don't.
above.
All of us on the ground don't know anything yet because you
Uh,
haven't told us.
No, you've seen them, but you don't know what they've seen. Tehanu is currently above the window, above the front door, just
they saw me take out my rapier just in case.
waiting there
He's right
for
here.
something.
Well, I have questions if when they come back down.
Okay. Yaila has fallen all the way to the ground.
So we can answer.
I'm
guys
going
gonna
back
come
to the
over?
group to tell them what I saw.
Okay.
So what did you see?
Yaila?
Said
What
I.
did you see?
Oh, I have. So there's two. I don't know what they are. Witches? I'm not quite sure. Uh, but there's two very dark and creepy ladies that seem to have. You said the cloak of skins, Eunice?
Something. With
Flesh?
something about flesh.
Did
Let's see.
Yeah, there was something about flesh that really
Gowns,
creeped me out.
gowns of
Gowns?
stitched flesh.
Yeah, but what's the gown exactly?
It's a dress.
It's the
It's a
cloak.
dress.
Oh, it's the dress. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they're wearing skin as a dress.
Aren't we all wearing skin, really?
Lady
So,
Gaga.
As a dress.
all right, can I?
This is before Lady Gaga's
Sorry,
time.
we don't have fur like you guys. Most of us have to wear skin.
So,
Just because they're
how,
different than you doesn't mean they're hostile.
Look, yeah, but
how close are we to
Weird.
the windmill itself?
You're not that far. You're just like sitting and doing a picnic,
Like
a few feet
number
away.
of feet. We're a few feet. Okay, so
20
can I use
yards.
my divine sense?
Yes, you can. You use the divine sense, and you get this nauseous odor that just fills your nostrils and makes you want to gag. And it comes from the whole area, basically Barovia itself. And you expected this before, because you've sensed this before, that the land itself seems to be evil. So you push through it, and you get a bit used to it long enough to be able to detect what's around you specifically. And you do feel that there is some evil that is coming from inside the windmill. Let's see. You can sense location of any celestial fiend. Okay, let me see. What is this? Okay. You don't know its type. Oh no, you know its type. Wait. That is not behind total cover. You know the type of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the hollow spell. Okay, so you notice that
Like the big thing I'm looking for is this a desecrated land? Like, is this?
Yes.
Because that might be
the
like an
the
indication.
megaliths where the big rocks were, and the teeth that were in the middle of them, you feel that area has been desecrated. Okay. You are able to sense that there is some evil coming from the windmill, but yeah, you're not able to know the exact location or type of whatever is there.
Yaila, were you seen? This is a place of great evil.
I think I might have been. I might have been sensed. I'm not sure if I was seen.
This isn't
Can
good.
do you want me to interrupt and do my primeval awareness 1 minute concentration to give us the number and if they're undead in there?
You can do that.
I'm asking the party. Do you guys want me to do that?
It's up to you if you feel like it would help. Absolutely.
Sure, it only
if you
takes
want.
1
If you
minute,
want.
so- All right, I'll go ahead and I'll just take a minute and do that, and I just need to concentrate, and then I should be able to tell if there's any undead present within 5 miles, and it'll reveal how many and
Okay.
where.
So you spend 1 minute concentrating on that, and you do not detect any undead coming from within the windmill.
That's what I expected. So.
Meanwhile, did I hear anything? Any footsteps, whatever, since I'm still near a window but just hugging the wall?
Do a perception check. Hello? Okay. All right. So you heard a bit of silence. They stopped laughing. They stopped dancing after Yaela had peeked in through the window. There's definitely they seem to have noticed, but after a short while, you hear them dancing and cackling again.
Who saw the wagon?
What? Who saw what?
You mentioned the Vistani wagon. I was wondering if I could ask you about it. I wasn't sure who saw it.
A what?
A wagon, the Vistani wagon?
Oh yeah, it was Yaela. She saw it down the road. It's not coming this way, just down the road on the main road.
Oh, that was my question. Was going to be which direction it was heading.
Yeah, it's heading somewhere direction south to north on the main road.
Is it like is
Away?
it moving away from or towards the windmill?
Because you say that, and we have I have no
Like
context.
the windmill. So you have the road that you took from Valaki all the way here. You were on the main Svalish road that snaked its way down, and when you got near the windmill, there's like a short path that splits from the main road that gets you to this hill where the windmill is. Okay. Like the windmill is on its own short path that is.
I'm just trying to understand if
Yeah.
the cart is moving away from us or towards us. That's all I'm trying to understand.
Uh,
Telling me north or south, like without being able to look at a map, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna get the context for it.
it's on the main road. It's near where the road splits off into the windmill, and yeah, that's all.
Being
it is.
perpendicular, you could catch up to them if we wanted to.
Yeah.
And we might as well do that.
Does anyone of us know? I sense great evil from these megaliths, and does anyone know a way to determine their nature and to see what type of foul enchantment is on them?
And FYI, the Vistani is just because Liam wanted to buy something from them, but they weren't on the road on your road towards here. And since they are traveling people, I thought I'd make them come near you. So if Liam wanted to go buy his stuff, he could still do that. Basically, that's
Let's
what
just
they
go
are.
into the. We lose nothing by going and asking them a question, right? So
Nothing
let's
to
just
lose.
do that. Feel like we are safe because the party resumed in the floor above. I can just jump down, tell the party that there's no issue. We can come back in 5 minutes, and it's still going to be the same. So whatever.
All right. So what does the party want to do?
I want to go see the Vistani and see if they know anything about this windmill.
Let's
We
see.
all know about
Okay.
the Vistani wagon now, right?
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
How
Yeah.
far out of the way is it? Is it like down the valley, or is it like
It's down the
right in-
path. Let's just make it easy and say a couple of minutes walk.
Okay.
We can catch up.
Yeah.
Anybody object?
No, it's fine.
I feel like if you told us, we could do it.
Yeah, it was just DM being nice. So you go there. Liam, you wanted to buy something from the Vistanis?
Yeah, just a pearl worth 100 gold.
All right. We're not gonna roleplay all of that, so let's just
Yeah,
skip
that's
ahead. You paid 100 gold. You find the group of Vistanis. They were very welcoming, very nice, happy to trade with you. They took your 100 gold, gave you a pearl that looks like it would do the job. Cloud asked about the windmill. They say that let's see. They say it's evil to stay away from it. What did we have? You have the lore from the Vistanis, by the way, that says something about it.
Wait, what about a pearl? I'm really confused now.
Don't worry about it.
So yeah, they say it's an old windmill. It should be avoided at all costs, and they refuse to say more about it. And that's it. And with that, you shake your hands and you go back to the windmill. End of the Vistani encounter. Sounds
They
good?
didn't say anything about the big ass rocks. Like I don't remember how they are called anymore. The dolmen, the menhirs.
Megaliths.
The megaliths, they refuse to say anything about any of that. They
Oh,
just
this is
said
nice. That's
this part should be avoided at all costs. They don't want to go there. They don't want to talk about it, and that's it.
I'm wondering if
So I
the
think we
wolves that
should
came
do
at us
this.
were directed to mess with us because we were near the windmill.
Maybe, maybe not.
I think it's a little ironic that we spoke to the people who hunt the wolves and the guys in the town, the inn, were specifically, it was their job to go out and kill wolves. And shortly
There's
after we
fucking
spoke
12
to
of them
them,
here.
then we get attacked by a whole bunch of wolves. These guys are not doing their jobs.
Not very well, right?
Well, we were a day's walk from the town, so they didn't bring the lawnmower all over here.
The lawnmower? I'm a little scared of this windmill now, you guys. I'm like extra afraid.
Liam
Everybody
feels
keeps
confident.
saying,
Does
all
anyone have a
costs,
means
avoid at all
to-
costs. That's all we've heard about this place.
Does anyone have a means to ascertain like the nature of the dark magic surrounding these
I actually might. Can I ritual cast detect magic on them?
You can do that. Yeah. All right.
there, like-
After that, we're going to assume that Cloud gets her 8 hours in after your ritual 10 minutes. Okay. So you do the ritual detect magic. How long does it last, by the way?
It lasts for 1 minute.
Okay.
Or, no, it's 10 minutes, I'm sorry. Concentration 10 minutes.
Okay. So. So yeah, you detect magic. You notice that there is nothing particularly magical about the megaliths, but the area seems to have been desecrated with kind of like a hallow, what hallow spell would do. So it's infused with bad juju. That's the
That
that's
would
the
be magical,
official
wouldn't
school of magic is bad juju. Let me see. Where is it?
Are you joking?
Yeah, while I'm looking for the.
I was like, is that like D&D for like actual voodoo magic? Or I'm not sure.
Let's see. It says here. Okay. You would do an Arcana check, by the way.
Me? Alright.
Yes. Oh, that's nice. So you would see that there's no particular magic here, but the megaliths seem to have been some sort of something dedicated to the Morning Lord and some other ancient gods, and the children's teeth that are there seem to have been placed as a way to desecrate the ground. And that's what you get.
What if we pick up the tea?
Yeah, is there a way to undesecrate the land?
Just
There
make
might
a
be
nice
some spells
necklace.
for that. But that's the information you get. And with that, Cloud, you get a new
Come on,
pet.
Wolfie. Lydia!
I did say wolf, but it was not a wolf.
What?
You get
Oh.
a naked
A
mole
naked
rat.
mole rat.
Aw.
That's gross.
It's so cute.
They are actually They're actually pretty darn cute, and they live a really long time, you guys.
Okay, that was just a joke, actually. You do get a wolf.
Cancer too.
They aren't technically immune to cancer, but they have some really unique anti-cancer properties.
Yeah. All right, so you do get your wolf. And wait, did I delete the wrong person? Or 1, 2, 3,
So-
4.
How much RP and how much are you gonna let me describe my wolf, or are you gonna say it's just a generic wolf?
No, you describe it. It's your wolf.
Okay, because I had to summon with a bunch of magic, so I feel like I can embellish a little bit, right?
It's a regular wolf that comes out of the woods, but it forms a bond with you that will, let's say, it will slowly change its nature. It it does have a unique personality. It does have it's kind of a bit different from any regular wolf, but it's not like, I mean,
Okay, well it's blue and lightning in my mind.
I wouldn't say it has lightning, but you could say that its fur has lightning styled colors because it has two colors on the fur, and it looks like it has lightning on the fur.
Okay, and it's so gray that it looks blue.
That's fine.
Okay,
All
and
right,
his name is Luda.
Luda.
Really? No Hati?
Yep.
I was so expecting Hati.
I'd have to name every wolf like in at the beginning of every game I get. It's Luda. It's always Luda.
All right. So the wolf comes out of the forest, and you notice immediately that this is yours. You feel the bond with it, and it approaches, smells you, smells the food around you, takes the offering, and sits near your lap.
Oh, we should have like
Okay.
a fighting contest between Liam's pet and your pet and see which one wins.
No.
I'll bet on
Okay.
it.
I mean, one
Uh,
flies.
Well, Luda has like 19 HP, and Kiran has like 1 or 2 HP. So
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a beast.
But
By the
Kira
way.
One
flies!
Just so you guys know, my wolf's actually not too bad. Like he's pretty good.
Yeah,
all right.
but Kieran doesn't proc opportunity attacks and can just do drive-bys all day long.
All right. Well, congratulations on the wolf. I did not expect the whole session to last this long in terms of the battle. I thought the battle would go a lot faster and would
Battle
get
did go
inside.
fairly fast.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm
that's
always
three
underestimating
sessions.
stuff. Like I thought we would be like at the third level of the windmill already by the time the 2 hours were gone. But
We roleplay pretty.
we're all played a lot. I need to start moving things faster.
I did want to see if there was any like language on the monoliths.
Just the carving of the cities.
Okay, there wasn't actually any like writing or anything.
No,
Okay.
none that you could see. They do seem to be pretty ancient, so there might have been some writing that just
Faded.
faded over time. Yeah.
Alright.
All right, and so with that, do we want to stop here, or do you want to like open the door to the windmill and then we stop?
I wanted to just cast Prestidigitation in an attempt to try and clean up the children's teeth around the monolith. Megaliths.
Make them pearly whites.
Yeah.
Does that still have fluoride?
Yeah. All right. So you use prestigation. The teeth are super clean now, and there's not much that happens as a result of
Okay.
that. But yeah,
I wasn't expecting much,
yeah, I know.
but
All right.
Okay, so I don't think we should like just storm in. Maybe we should try to knock and see what happens. Kind of play it off like we are wandering travelers or something like that, rather than like storming the window.
that's not a bad idea. If we pull one out, that makes things much easier. On
That's
us.
what I'm. Yeah, that's kind of my
I think
point.
we should
like,
at least treat them to dinner before we do that.
We should what?
Nothing.
okay, so what does everyone think?
We
Or you
could
can
try to
wait
like
and come back when you're 10 levels higher.
we could try to pull the wool over their eyes and like answer the door, like make it seem like we're in need of help or something, and then when they let down their defenses, we attack them and blindside them.
That's what I'm thinking. There's two of them. We probably don't want to fight both of them at once, so we
Only
could try
two
to
or
keep.
three?
Or you could come back in 10
think
I thought
levels.
you said. I thought Yila said there were two.
At least two.
Yeah.
We
I
have
thought
to-
they heard a cackle on the lower floor, and then there were two up top. So then
No, we heard the cackle coming from up top, and we went to check it out.
Okay.
It got
so,
louder, like when we went up.
So like maybe like we can walk up, knock on the door, and be like, "Hey, my wagon has a flat tire. Can you help me change?"
That's not knock on the door.
I will knock on the door, but like I'm thinking I can tell them like, "Hey, my wagon's got a flat tire. Can you help me
Are you
out?"
insane?
And they come outside, and then we.
I am hiding and bolting into the forest if you do that. Are you insane?
Okay, so are we just gonna avoid the wagon? What would you rather just avoid the windmill?
I mean, we can go in, but let's not knock on the door and say, "Hi, we're here."
So would you rather just
Stealth
break in?
in? I don't know. Yeah, break in.
You can stealth in. Go right ahead.
You want to stealth in? Go ahead. But like I'm not stealth.
I'll stay here and give you moral support.
I mean, I don't even know what we want to. I mean, I know there's something because we saw that there's a trap door, but
It probably just goes up to where like the mechanical stuff is in the very top floor that spins the windmill.
I don't know. It's weird. There's something going on there, but
Clearly,
I
but
don't
like,
know.
what are our options? So our options are like the rogues. You guys can, the sneaky ones can sneak in, and then you're alone because there's no way that I can sneak in. I'm
Yeah, I
big
don't
and
think
heavy.
the two plate wearers and the loudmouth cat can really sneak very.
Well,
So the
maybe
other
we
option,
can all go in. I don't know.
like, if you guys want to sneak in and like try to sneak through the window and like figure more stuff out, like you can. I don't recommend it. My thought is let's try to. We know there's at least 2 people in there, so let's try to split them up. If this is going to lead to a fight, I'd rather not fight all of them at once. So maybe if we knock on the door, one of them opens the door, we can ask them to come outside and explain something to us, and then we only have to fight one of the 2 or however many beings are in.
Hey DM, is there like a windmill stopping? Normally, a windmill has a brake, and it has a like a big cord or something to stop the thing, and you can just lock it
E-brake?
down.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything such like that in around it, or
I would say that the windmill does not seem to be functional. It's just moving a little bit and creaking, but it's not turning or anything like that.
so it's not being mechanically used?
No, does not seem to be. It was a good idea though.
Suggestions, anyone? Anyone have
Just
any
set it
other
on
routes
fire.
that we could take?
Just set the windmill fire and leave.
It's not a bad idea.
I do not like that idea one bit. We don't know what's in there.
There
Like, all
might
we
be
kn-
something worth looting in there.
Yeah, like we don't. There may be treasure. There may be like holy relics. There may be people like kidnapped or something. I don't know.
There,
What did you say?
death.
That. Maybe.
I don't
Okay.
know. I'm just wondering if the Vistani and the locals and whatever, if they're just being chicken, or if the
Well,
warnings from the crows and the locals is something that we should be like. Are we risking a total party incapacitation if we go in there?
Well,
My
that's why.
experience in Barovia tells me that most of the Barovians here will avoid risks at any cost, even at blinding themselves to the.
So how about this? I have an idea. To kind of appease those of you that are
Chickens.
more afraid of entering, why don't you guys kind of hide off to the side, and maybe Iron and I, and anyone else brave enough to accompany us, will knock on the door and try to coax one of them out and see what we can do. And then, if something happens, you can come in and help us, or you can run for the hills, as we know Tehanu likes to do back in the Death House.
You want me to bleed you on the altar again, Paladin?
Oh,
It started.
Is there a way for us? Can you give us a hint? Is there a way to determine if this is a deadly encounter or a
Hey,
difficult
Yila,
encounter.
I have an idea.
I'll
Was there
answer Cloud
doors-
real quick.
Wait, what?
Was there doors at the top of the stairwell? Between the first and the second floors, was there a door separating the two?
Yeah.
No,
This
You
is
didn't
me
say.
asking.
she did not see any doors.
Okay.
And to answer Cloud, this is what Sam did a few weeks ago. Asked me out of the game, and I said that he should be fine trying to attempt going to the windmill.
Oh, okay. So that's why he's so like, yeah, we can do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he assessed that Barovians are scared shitless of pretty much anything, and maybe when it was saying that it was dangerous, maybe you weren't ready yet. Maybe now you are. Things like that.
So, who wants to come up to the front door with me?
I'm gonna come, but on your side, so I can have any sneak attack if I need to have one.
Beautiful.
Danu,
I could come,
aren't you still
I guess.
at the top above the door?
No, I came down and joined
Came
the
down?
group
Okay.
when I already
Okay.
pressing this stuff. There's no danger of them trying to come out and run at us.
Okay.
So yeah, and I am pretty tanky, so I can be near the door. I just don't. I want to have an advantage if something happens.
Right. All right. So, with that, I will approach the front door.
Do we all go? I'm gonna make sure I'm not in eyesight, I guess, of the door. So if the door opens up, then they won't see like a bunch of us standing there. Just like
Okay. So, all right. Let's see. Where's Ozzy? There's Ozzy. Who's missing here? Liam. 1,
You
2,
left me on
3,
the
4, 5,
second
6.
floor map.
Oh, Tehanu is okay. Tehanu, that's the one that's missing. Okay, so Ozzy, Tehanu on the side, and who else? I think I'm not.
I'll take up the rear.
yeah,
Take
I'll
up the
go.
rear with my wolf.
Okay, take up the rear. Oh yeah, you need your wolf.
Yeah, are you gonna drop a character token for him?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to change the token though. But yeah,
That's fine.
Aw.
I mean, you
that's
know
for
what it
now.
is, right?
Yeah. For next week, I'll put a new token with the image you uploaded. All right. So this is
Got
how
log
you do it. How you place yourselves.
Yeah, Liam's just
Yeah.
gonna be back off to.
Are these
Ozzy's one
ravens
shoulder.
like freaking out right now?
The ravens are still perched high somewhere, keeping an eye on you. They have just been observing you so far as you can see.
So, all right, you ready? Everybody got their T-shirt FBI.
Yeah. I start chewing a stick of gum. All right. So, are we like we literally have 15 minutes? So, are we gonna do this, or are we just gonna call it 15 minutes? Or
I'm fine with calling it. I'm kind of tired.
We're actually like 15 minutes overdue. Okay, so you did you want to just barge in, knock on the door? What
no, I was
was?
gonna. I thought we're calling it. Let's just not deal with that right now, and
Yeah,
just
let's
call
knock
it
on the
until
door
next week.
tomorrow.
I'm gonna knock on the
session.
door.
Next week.
But
Okay.
I figure we should just do. There's no point in doing that now. If we're
Yeah,
calling it in 2
yeah,
seconds.
I know.
Just
It's just
get a
I'm
brief
trying to
idea
end.
in your head.
Yeah,
of,
yeah,
like,
I will
what
be
would
knocking on
happen
the
in
door.
All right.
Either source.
So, and that's where we end off. That's why I wanted to ask. Basically, I wanted to finish it with a knock. All right.
Nice. That was fun.
Good night, everybody.
Cool. So next week, finally, I'm gonna use all the preparation I had done for today. And
I had a really clever idea, but it's not gonna work though because
Then
there's
it's
no
not
second
clever.
door separating the stair floors. Because what I
Uh-huh.
was
Yeah.
gonna do was I was gonna lock the front door with arcane
That's a
lock,
really.
and then have everybody climb up to the knock on that door, and then have everybody climb up to the second floor. And as they get down to the first floor, lock the door separating them so they're on the first floor stuck.
okay.
And then just climb in the window and loot beyond them without them like having anything to do about it because there's no windows on the bottom floor.
Okay. Yeah, there aren't.
but as there's no door separating the floors, kind of doesn't work.
Well, if window is just a door waiting to be broken.
What if you cast an illusion of fire that made them run to a different floor?
I don't think I can do that.
I can make a
specialize
small illusion
in-
of fire. I can make someone's hair look like it's on fire.
I specialize in divination, not
You
illusion.
can't make an entire floor look like it's on fire, though.
No, it's got to be like the size of a small object.
Yeah.
How'd you make a door then?
That was a pretty small object. It was half of a door.
Oh.
So I could do about a half a door's worth of fire.
Okay.
It's funny
Like
how
the herd.
how you always try to find a way to scare the like. I'm gonna throw my mouse and see if it scares the horse. I'm gonna try and see if I can scare the wolves. I'm gonna try and see if I can scare the.
I should have
these
just thrown the
people.
mouse again at the wolves.
I think your mouse would have lasted about a quarter of a second.
Yeah.
I think it would have left me.
Zach!
Did you name it kebab, by the way?
It's kebab now.
Oh yeah, awesome,
Go,
awesome
kebab,
name.
Go!
Go, kebab, I choose you. Just fucking pokeballing it.